had a massive car accident. I was slumped against the windshield. And luckily for me, there was a nurse and she stayed with me and told me not to move. It looked like my neck and back may have been broken and that I needed to just be still until they put me on a board. I was like, whoa, this is serious. When I went into surgery, I was taken under. And I remember signing a sheet before that said 17% chance of death. And I thought, well, I'm 21, I'm healthy. This is probably not going to happen to me. Little did I realize that it would. And so at some point during the surgery, they had most of my back open. My spirit form lifted up out of my body. I saw, it was like I could see 360 degrees and I was above the surgeons. And I saw them operating on my body, which was full of blood spilling over. And I remember thinking, ooh, surgery's really bloody. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look good. Then I saw the most amazing thing. I saw angels behind my doctors. They sent this light through the back of the surgeons, through their hands, and it lit up my whole body. Well, as I flew outside of the hospital, though, I began to get in touch with freedom and love. What I felt over there was like, everything is fine exactly the way it is. I just felt like, hey, if I don't come back, have a great life. And then, like in a split second, I was somewhere out in the universe. I was in this beautiful starscape, which really looks a lot like the Carina Nebula. There were pink, stars all around me. So that would be like millions of light years away in a split second. And I began to feel this light, this intelligence, which in my mind, I thought this means God. This intelligence was coming towards me and telling me certain things like, love is all we take with us when we go. It is the frequency, it's the highest frequency that can travel through this dimension, and remind them to go to nature, just and be like a little child. There were certain like simple messages that I was told, and then I was shown a life review. And it wasn't a full life review. It was like a hologram. Heaven looked a lot like Earth, but perfect. You can have anything you want in heaven. It's consciousness. You play around with it, you create it. Simply, I was part of God and I was loved so deeply. God said, well, you're going to go back and you're going to be a teacher in public schools and high schools and colleges. I was like, oh, no, no. That's not what I'm going to do, God. I want to make money. Teaching is not a lucrative career and it's too traditional. I'm not a traditional female. Forget it.